Rapunzel, freedom and courage are worth fighting for. Once upon a time, in a small cottage near a dark forest, lived a poor man and his wife. They longed for a child. At last, their wish came true, and soon they would be parents. Behind their cottage was a walled garden belonging to a powerful enchantress. The wife often gazed at the garden, and one day she saw a bed of fresh, green Rapunzel, a kind of lettuce. She longed for it so much that she grew pale and weak. Her husband, worried, climbed the wall at night to gather some, but the enchantress caught him. "How dare you steal from my garden?" she cried. The man begged for forgiveness. The enchantress's eyes narrowed. "Very well," she said. "You may take the Rapunzel, but when your child is born, she will be mine." The man, frightened, agreed. The tower! When the baby was born, the enchantress came. She named the child Rapunzel and carried her away. Rapunzel grew into a beautiful girl with hair long and golden, shining like the sun. The enchantress kept her hidden in a tall, lonely tower deep in the forest. The tower had no stairs, no door, only a single window at the very top. When the enchantress wanted to enter, she would stand below and call, "Rapunzel! Rapunzel! Let down your hair, that I may climb the golden stair." Rapunzel would let her long braids tumble down, and the enchantress would climb up. The prince? One day, a young prince rode through the forest and heard Rapunzel's sweet voice singing from the tower. Entranced, he searched for the way inside but found none. Then he saw the enchantress arrive and heard her strange call. Hidden among the trees, he watched as Rapunzel's hair fell and the enchantress climbed up. The next day, the prince tried himself. Standing beneath the tower, he called, "Rapunzel? Rapunzel? Let down your hair, that I may climb the golden stair." Down tumbled the golden hair, and up he climbed. At first Rapunzel was frightened, but the prince spoke gently. "Do not be afraid. I heard your song, and I could not rest until I met the one who sings so beautifully." In time, they became friends, then fell in love. The enchantress's anger. For many days, the prince visited, always after the enchantress had gone. But one evening, Rapunzel, in her innocence, asked the enchantress, "Why are you so much heavier than the prince when you climb my hair?" The enchantress's eyes blazed. "What is this you say? You have betrayed me!" In her fury, she cut off Rapunzel's golden hair and cast her into a lonely desert far away. Then she tied the braids to the window, waiting to trap the prince. When he climbed up that evening, instead of Rapunzel, he found the wicked enchantress. She cursed him, and in his despair, he leapt from the tower. Though he survived, he was blinded by thorns. Courage and reunion. For many months, the prince wandered the land, guided only by the hope of finding Rapunzel again. Rapunzel, though lonely in the desert, did not give up hope. She sang each day, her voice carrying far across the sands. One day, the prince heard that familiar song. Stumbling toward it, he called her name. Rapunzel rushed to him, and as she held him close, her tears of love fell upon his eyes. Miraculously, his sight returned. Together, they returned to his kingdom, where Rapunzel was welcomed with joy. Happily ever after. Rapunzel and the prince were married, and she was free at last. No tower, no enchantress could keep her locked away again. Her courage and the prince's patience had won them happiness. Moral of the story: freedom and courage are worth fighting for. Even when life seems trapped or hopeless, love, patience, and bravery can open the way to a brighter future.